What city's that?
I don't think we know.
It's
just a skyline.
I think it's
like
yeah. It seems like a skyline in Asia.
It's got Asian vibes to it. Well, it's English on the top of that building. It's the only.
Oh yeah.
See what?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Where's the energy?
Yeah.
We'll pick it up when we get started. Go edit your
We're
video.
enthusiastic all the time.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
That's what we're doing. Looking at city skylines, seeing like where I'd like to live in this city. I kind of like that building right there.
Don't you? We haven't
Yeah.
started
I'm
yet,
personally
Paul.
trying to think of what the capital of North Korea is.
All right, P fans, welcome to another podcast episode. We got our man Paulie Pipitone. There you go. He's got the perfect initials for a P Boiz. This is the ultimate P man right here.
Yep.
He really
Two P's.
Two P's over here with Paulie Pipitone.
What's your middle name? Is it Philip?
It's Joseph.
Oh, that was almost a P.
Okay, not quite a P, but it's the next best thing. Considering that the P Boiz were,
father.
it's the P father, the founder of the P Boiz, Joseph. So that's very, very good. Welcome to the podcast, Mr. Paulie Pipitone.
Hey, thank you.
There you go.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Hey, that's a nice handshake. That's a nice handshake.
I
Isn't
only
that-
give normal handshakes, people.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm thinking of running for Senate in a couple of years, so I stopped with the whole handshake thing.
Okay.
For now.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
yeah. That's the first thing that you need in order to get elected to the Senate is a decent handshake. Right? You're basically
That's the first thing they tell you. You know.
You're like 90% there. There's only a couple of other things that you need to clean up, and then your candidacy is as good as gold.
I got to figure out the whole stretching the truth thing.
Yeah, sure. But we're working out. That's actually the purpose of the P Boiz is to get Lemon elected. That's the whole reason that this podcast was started is to get Matt Lemonsack, Matt Lemon Balls into office to clean up some of this political mess.
Yes.
Right? What say you, Paul Pipitone?
Well, I'll tell you what, you don't have to worry about stretching the truth because we live in a world of alternate facts.
That's right.
So I
right.
can just-
So whatever fact that somebody puts out, you can spin it the other way. It's a positive.
Exactly.
Or
No, that's what I meant by
somebody
stretching the
else.
truth. I am actually kind of good at that. I'm a great devil's advocate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can fucking crush it on Instagram arguments.
You know what I'm saying? Like healthcare, who needs it, right?
Yeah.
Who needs it? Go eat a salad, motherfucker.
Right.
Why not
Right.
just have your health and take care of it?
Right? You
Why do
got
you need
it.
someone else to do it?
See, Lemon's got solutions for you.
Yep.
Drink some lemon water. That's his healthcare plan. Free lemon water for everybody.
And what's that blue iodine? That blue liquid.
Methylene blue or something like that.
Yeah.
What about it?
Lemon water and methylene blue.
There you go.
Like the chair.
All right.
Yeah.
This episode is we're recruiting Paul to be your campaign manager.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with it.
I'd make a great campaign manager.
I can
Absolutely.
see it. Oh yeah, you got the coffee and everything.
Paul, you're a man of many talents. He's got his fingers in all different kinds of ventures. What? Tell us a little bit about some of the things you got going on.
Stand-up comedy. Hosting an open mic every Monday at the New Way Bar, 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. It's a good time. We do special events with different comedians. Last Monday, we had two of our local comedians on the show Kill Tony.
Yes, we did.
And we paused the show so that we could put it on one of the TVs, and all the comedians who perform regularly at the New Way, just like these two comedians that were on Kill Tony, we could watch them perform and then continue with the show.
That's awesome.
Cool experience.
Very, very cool. That was Ronnie's first Kill Tony, correct?
That was Ronnie's first Kill Tony.
That was his third, right?
Yeah, that was Mason's third, and he got the golden ticket.
Yeah, look at Mace doing
Yeah,
big
it's huge for
things.
Mace.
And
Good work.
Ronnie got
Shout out to Mason Bird, friend of the pod, former P Boy friend. Well, not a former friend.
friend of the show.
Former
Guest.
participant
Came on
guest.
the show before he left.
We'll put that in the thumbnail. Joseph will link the Mason Bird episode for you.
Yeah, what's cool is he was actually talking about what like his plan was like when he went to Austin. Like he literally talked about what he would do if he went on Kill Tony, and I think it would be fun to like edit that and what he actually did.
Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Put that
We're
in
gonna
there.
milk it. Thank you, Mason.
Mason Bird's keys to comedy success. He's going to come out with a self-help series after that.
Yeah. And then Ronnie Rohrbeck, he had the second longest ever set on Kill Tony, which was
Really?
24 minutes.
It was the second longest
Wait,
ever? 'Cause
second longest set.
I know the first longest one. That was like a crazy one. That was literally someone that stormed the Capitol. So he's the runner up to her.
Wait, how did
which is
Ronnie get
crazy.
24 minutes?
So
They just let him run the light for
No,
23 minutes?
okay, so
The interview.
Or was it because he's crippled, so they gave him extra
No,
time?
well, so the funny thing is that Ronnie does his minute 15, and they start. And the first question they want to ask him, because Ronnie didn't address at all that he has cerebral palsy.
Okay.
So the first question is like, "Hey, what the fuck is going on with your fucking fingers? Like, what's going on?" And to be truthful, when I first met Ronnie, like many years back, I didn't know for like a month and a half that he even had cerebral palsy.
Okay.
You know, like, and everyone's like, "You didn't
on
notice?"
stage, and I was like, "Do you?"
Yeah, I was like, he's
I just
like,
knew he yelled.
You guys fucking serious. I noticed that immediately about Ronnie. He's got the limp going. You guys didn't realize he had a disability?
yeah. So he
Okay.
People move
he
funny.
crushed his interview where, and especially when they asked him about, I'm trying to remember the guys that were on the show, but they asked,
Jimmy Carr and Andrew Santino.
yeah, and I think it was Jimmy Carr
shit.
asked him about like the dexterity in his cerebral palsy finger, because it's like how normal fingers are like this. Like he gets one that goes all the way like bent back and it like trickles back and forth. And Ronnie was saying that when he's flipping somebody off, he's serious if he's using that finger.
Because it takes like a lot of effort.
Yeah, and then they said that that finger looked like cursive, like it's a cursive "fuck you," so it's like "fuck you." Yeah, it's
I like
pretty fun.
that.
Yeah, I like Ronnie. He's
All
great.
right, good work, Ronnie.
Ronnie's the man.
Yeah.
Also,
Hey.
Friend of the show,
Good job,
Ronnie
Ronnie.
Rohrbeck.
Good job, Mason.
And Mason Bird.
Yeah,
Two local legends, former P Boiz guests.
yeah, and which you should probably plan on them at least Ronnie being back on the show maybe sometime within the next 3 months. He's going to be stopping back into Detroit
Absolutely.
3
as
times
soon
over
as
the
they're
next.
back, we're gonna snag him.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, Mason came back. Well, he was back a couple weeks ago. I saw him.
but he was
2 weeks
Mr.
ago.
busy boy.
He's too busy. He's too big for us now. Not physically. No, yes, physically, but also he's blowing
room
the
has
fuck
gotten
up.
smaller
Yeah,
since he
hey,
was on.
this is a pretty small studio.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure we could fit everybody in here.
This
Yeah,
is
we could
a
make it work.
Room closet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then outside of that, outside of doing comedy, spending time with the family, and coaching,
Familia. Okay.
yeah, and coaching football.
Which is
That's
the second
right.
family.
See,
kids-
Paul
yeah.
is well known for giving back to the community, and he coaches Little League football. Isn't that right?
Little League.
Yeah, I mean, it's for the
Isn't
city.
that what I said?
Well, I don't know. I think Little League is just baseball, but it's kids. It's a kid's sport.
It's not called Little League football.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just going to call it football because the fact that they can still get concussions and
Okay,
break bones.
that's fair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, yeah, it's
How
not-
often does that
especially
happen?
Kids, like they don't hold back.
When's the last time you had a little kid carted off the field?
just this season.
Really?
Just this season.
Is there like a
seriously
there
seriously
actually a
like
cart?
he was on the field and we're doing like prayers and all that like oh come on man, like wake up
Uh-huh.
you know, so because it's like there are collisions, and when you fall, when even if you're wearing a helmet, and
What was his? Was it he was knocked out or like injured?
yeah, he
his-
was knocked out.
Damn.
He went up, he made a great play. He was playing defense, defensive back. He made a great play on the ball, goes up for the ball, and another one of our players.
Ooh, friendly fire.
Yep, friendly fire comes in and takes out his legs. He flips over like a Mont St. Brown style and lands on his head.
Ooh.
And just like his whole body went like fucking Tua on the field, and like
That's
he
not
was
good.
Yeah, so for 11-year-old, like literally like the coaches, we go out there, everybody takes a knee, and we're like Vinny, come on man, come on.
His name is Vinny. Is he Italian?
Yeah, he is Italian. We got a couple Italian kids on the
okay.
team.
Couple.
So I'm always rooting for like the Italian kids on the team, but it's like I'm rooting for all the kids on the team.
Especially the Italians.
Well, you know,
They get a couple
Well, as a
extra
coach, you
snaps.
gotta, they're all your babies.
yeah,
Those
yeah,
are-
yeah. From
Those are
yeah,
your
No
soldiers.
Krauts, though.
yeah, but from like the littlest kids on the team to like the biggest kids. Like we got 3 kids on the team that are the same size as me, and they're 11 years old.
Damn. Okay.
You know? And then we have probably 3 other kids on the squad that literally go up to my belly button. They're like 4'2".
little babies. Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any
Those are the kids
Israelis or Palestinians on the same team?
Around here, probably.
You know, I'm trying to think. Like, I don't think that we've had any Israelis on the team or any Jewish kids on the team, and I don't think we've had any Palestinian kids on that. Basically, it's been like white and black kids. Yeah.
That's pretty typical. Not a ton of Jews or Arabs in the NFL. A couple.
Yeah.
We've
I'm
had a
just now
couple.
realizing.
We got a couple Indian kids, and that's
Okay.
cool.
Okay. All right. Very diverse.
You know.
So how long have you been coaching football with the little kids, and what inspired you to get into that?
I've been coaching for 5 years, and what inspired me to start coaching was when I seen how bad some of the coaching is. Like, if you ever go to a practice, and for like any of these kids, and then you see just what they're not doing, or they're just focusing on like this main like 5 or 6 group of kids, and then everybody else doesn't really get great instruction. And it was
Yeah.
like, you know what, we can start winning more games if everybody gets the instructions on the team, and you're coached for a position. You have a position coach. So so in my head, where most teams will have 3 coaches, head coach, offensive coach, defensive coach, and then they share the special teams responsibilities. I was literally like, that's not enough, especially if you have 30 kids. If you have 30 kids, you should probably have 9 coaches. You know?
I think you got to have at least one coach per offensive position. I mean, I think, okay.
Per position group.
Yeah, minimum. Well, you need quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, and offensive. So you need at least 4.
Tight end, offensive line.
Right, but you could have tight ends kind of split drills between O-line and receivers if you wanted to, like, I'm saying bare minimum coaches.
Yeah.
And then with 4 coaches, then when you're doing defense, you D-line linebackers. And
Yeah. And
if
usually
you have 4 coaches, you can split up
Don't
corners
forget
and
special teams.
corners and
Yeah,
safeties.
special teams is huge, especially like
Especially in little kid football, I'm sure that decides the game half the time.
I mean,
Are you guys doing field goals?
well, yeah. So what's cool about field goals are 3. Extra points were normally in any game that's 1 point. In our league, a field goal or an extra point is 2 points. They give you an extra point because it's so much harder.
Right, for little kids to
Make that kick. And then but it's like, as far as like the position groups, a lot of the offensive coaches, you'll have dual position coaches on defense.
Sure.
So you can go back and forth.
Well, that's how it was when I played high school football. It's like every coach coached an offensive and a defensive position.
Yeah.
Like we as a team, everybody played both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. You have to.
It's common with like schools and stuff. Yeah.
For sure.
Did you play in a ball? Let me say.
I did up until middle school. I played like flag football, and then I played 1 year of tackle, and I really just wanted to play defense, but I kept getting stuck on offensive line. I was like, it's so boring. It's barely even any different now that we're tackling. And then one day I asked the coach, I was like, how come I don't get to play defense? She's like, kid, you're gonna hurt someone. I was like, that's the whole point.
Yeah. He
had a lot of aggression to get out.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest thing in telling a parent or a kid sometimes, because they want to play, maybe they want to play on defense, or they want to play wide receiver, they want to play running back.
I wanted to be a quarterback, and I couldn't run. I ran like a girl, and I was fat.
And as a coach,
That's the perfect combination for a football player.
as a coach, it's like, you look at a kid who has like big size and all that, you're like, bro, you need to be on the offensive line. And then it's like, you need to have a talk with like their parents and all that, because nobody's parents wants them playing offensive line. They want to play a glory position.
Right.
And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like your kid is the glue that's going to make everything else go.
No, I got
I need 5 more just like your kid, so that like this little guy can like do things, so everybody else can do things. You know, he is the protector.
Yeah.
You know,
No, I had that explained to me, and I like believed it. I just wanted to do something different.
were you a big kid? I mean, you're pretty tall. Were you a big kid?
I was tall, fast, or tall. I grew tall fast, and then I wasn't like fat, but I was like husky. Like it was hard to knock me down. It was easy for me to knock down other kids. So I was on offensive line like all the time, and then I don't know. I wanted to fucking play defense because that seemed like fun. Because I was like, I know I can get through these guys. They're smaller than me.
Yeah.
But
They didn't have you on the D line?
But the whole time, like my uncle, he was big into football. He was a lineman, so he was like, "No, it's so important." Me and my cousin both played line.
But nobody ever gives me the ball, coach.
Yeah, I was
Nobody
like the
gives me
center at
ball.
one point, and he was like, "You get to touch the ball every play," and like, I don't know, they like worked in like a thing where I even got to call part of the cadence, and it's just like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
after I let go of the ball, or like after the ball is snapped, I'm just like pushing a kid and then standing over him. I mean, I'm not.
That's right.
I'm not acting like I fucking knocked down every kid, but like, if I did my best job, that was like the best result. Is I get to stand over a kid and just help him back up when the whistle blows.
Yeah.
What a sweetheart.
Yeah, really. Usually, when you have like the biggest kid, the biggest kids they've been trained since birth, since they've been so large, not to bully other kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I try to explain to them. I'm like, bullying is more verbal and less physical, especially when you're on the football field. Like,
Okay.
and you're trying to get that out of them.
Right.
You know, where it's like in football, if you're playing offensive line and there's a defensive lineman across from you, and you can throw him to the ground like embarrassingly, and then
Fucking do it.
yeah, and then go to the next level and get the linebacker and throw him on the ground too, and then go to the next level, and lock up that safety and throw him to the ground. Like, as a coach, like we're gonna see that, we're gonna see it live, and then we're gonna go back and we're watching on video, and then we're gonna send you those highlights to keep you like motivated. Where it's like, bro, you're a beast, you're a beast. You know,
When I wasn't on teams where the play went that long, where I could make it to the backs, you know.
yeah.
But I know what you mean. I do actually have a really embarrassing moment because
Tell me.
my elementary school bully ended up going to a different middle school, which was my middle school's rival, and I was lined up across from him in a scrimmage, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is the fucking retaliation!" But he was bigger than me, so I couldn't beat him. Like, he didn't beat me every time, but he did beat me more than I beat him. So it felt bad. I was like, "This is my chance for redemption." I was like, "But I could, if I was on the other end, his job's so much easier." So I don't know.
Yeah.
I could have been a great defensive end. Who knows?
Well, let's go find him and we'll set up a rematch. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All these years later, kind of like they made a movie about that. Like
What movie?
I don't remember the name of the movie. Robin Williams was in it, and it was like where they had lost a high school playoff game, like in the final seconds, and then they get a chance like 15, 20 years later to redo like the entire game, and it comes down to like the last thing again, and Robin Williams makes the catch in the end zone.
I don't remember that at all.
That sounds kind of like a football.
No idea what movie that is.
I mean, this movie's probably like 30 years old. I remember
Early 90s? Mid 90s?
Yeah, probably like early 90s. I remember seeing it, and then I never seen it again. No, as a matter of fact, I don't even think I seen the whole movie.
I'm looking this up.
I just seen part of the movie because I didn't like that they were going back and playing football, just old, out of shape, like no training and all that. Like,
It's too unrealistic.
yeah, like, bro, you're not going to make it through. You're not going to make it through the first 3 plays of the game.
The whole
Like,
line's gonna pull a hamstring on snap one.
The best of times?
first thing that goes is your cardio. The first thing that goes is your cardio.
The best of times?
Yeah, best of times. I think that was it.
Yeah, that's
Who was in that movie?
30 years. It's almost 40 years old.
It's almost 40 years old.
It's from 86.
It's from 86. Okay, so I didn't see it when it came out.
Okay, I've never heard of this movie before in my life.
Yeah. So, who was in that sci-fi?
The Rockets. The best of times. Kurt Russell, Robin Williams, Holly Palance, Kirk Cameron,
Kirk Cameron is from Growing Pains. He's like a big
Pamela
time.
Reed, Linda Hart, Carl Ballantyne. The fuck are
Carl Ballantyne.
Mid 80s.
What do they say the plot of the movie is?
Yeah, like what's on the back of the VHS tape?
Yeah, compared to like how I described it. Because I could only remember.
Overview. Married banker Jack Dundee has
That's
lived
Kurt
his life. No, it's Robin Williams.
Oh, okay.
Has lived his life regretting a botched play he made in a high school football game. His friend Reno Hightower, that's Kurt Russell,
Okay.
who threw the pass that Jack dropped, is deeply in debt from operating his car garage. With Reno, Jack hatches a plan to reunite all the players from the old game and replay it, hoping that this time he can make amends. When the game actually happens, Jack again finds himself at the center of a key play.
Mm-hmm.
Does the guy get out of debt? How's that guy?
Yeah, that sounds like a big issue.
Does this game get him out of debt?
It probably has something to do with it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so there's the actual problem.
Maybe the banker will bail me out if, like, he's able to, it changes the whole
Yeah,
trajectory.
that's probably part of the
And
plot.
they're just like carrying Robin Williams off, like you fucking did it. And the guy's just like, but wait, am I getting paid?
Yeah. Oh, hey, I like the pictures on the side here. You guys had Drew Frelick here?
Did we?
It's my guy.
It must have been
I
an
love
episode neither one of us were on.
Drew. Okay.
I thought he flaked.
Is that what the pictures are for people who've played?
No, that's our
Oh,
wall of
yeah, that
fame,
must've been on.
actually.
But
Those
okay.
are, or did Gus Tate flake?
No, Gus Tate was definitely on.
Okay. Sam Tallent, Adam Fink, Mike Racine.
Yeah, most of these
Paul
people
Leo.
were on, except I think Drew Frelick flaked.
Oh, that's sad. I like Drew.
Or am I thinking of Alec Flynn?
Yeah.
Because if he flaked, then...
no, it's Alec Flynn.
Okay, so Drew
Okay.
Frelick was on here.
Did Gabe flake before?
No, we just shit on Gabe.
Tom Brady flaked? Tom
Yeah.
Brady was supposed to be here?
That's just our enemies. It's
Tom Brady,
pretty
you're an open
random.
invite.
Those are not specific. Those are just people we don't like, or we
Yeah.
had reason.
Nice. I'm not
to
on the
dislike.
list. Oh, how about that? That's all right.
That's right. Yeah.
That'd be wild. It's like, yeah, that's the list of people we don't like, and then you turn your head and you see your name's on the list like 3 times.
Oh,
Like,
you haven't
Gabe has had to sit in front of it.
you haven't done anything to deserve getting put on that list, but watch yourself
yeah.
because it might happen.
Yeah.
Hey man, there's always drama in comedy for people to make that list.
Yes, sir. Always drama. Never a
You
shortage
know
of
who
drama.
you are. We're coming for you.
Oh yeah, right? Yeah.
Dude, there's probably like 5 people that are like, wait, is he talking about me? It's like, I don't know.
I tell you what, if we were just to talk hypothetically about someone that we don't like in comedy, it doesn't even have to be a real person. Just talk like that.
Yeah.
Somebody on the other end will be listening and would be like, they're talking about me. They're definitely
Yeah.
talking
I would
about
just
me.
talk shit about someone.
Yeah.
Hey, remember that comic at New Way Bar?
Remember that comic that walked the audience? Remember that comic?
Happens all the time.
I didn't walk them. They got up for drinks.
Yeah. And never came back.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Paulie, what are your thoughts on the Detroit Lions the rest of the season? Let's get into the real juice.
First things first, injuries.
Yep, they're piling up already. It's
Yeah.
a motherfucker, huh?
Yep. And injuries this season are piling up in the secondary.
Yeah.
At corner, especially. Last week against Cincinnati.
We lost Terrion, although it looks like he's coming back.
Yeah, probably in a month.
Yeah, that's good.
Same thing with DJ Reed, so that's good to we'll have those guys back.
As long as we get those guys back by the playoffs.
Yeah. What right now we stand at, is it 3-1 or 4-1?
4-1.
4-1. Okay, yep.
I beat the Bears, Ravens, and then both Ohio teams. Cleveland, Cincinnati.
Yep. And then
Got Chiefs coming up this week.
Chiefs coming up on Sunday Night Football. The week after that, we have Tampa Bay on Monday night, and we're gonna have a Lions watch party at the New Way.
At New Way?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what we'll be doing is, so it's gonna be like Josh, Jason Jamerson, and during the commercial breaks, they're gonna do commentary from the stage,
Okay.
and then after the game, we'll do the stand-up comedy show.
Got it. All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then with the Lions, man, good squad. Great offensive line. Jared Goff is like one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah.
We have a couple dynamic running
Tell that
backs.
to Ryan Brown. Me and Ryan Brown been going back and forth. He's a golf hater.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah. So the biggest criticism on Goff that I can always agree with is that he's not a mobile
Right.
quarterback.
Yeah.
and he's not going to beat you with his legs, that's fine. He puts the ball where it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
He knows how to read defenses. He gets the ball out on time, and he has the ability to stay in the pocket where others, usually have a hard time with that.
Yeah. I've always maintained that, I wouldn't say always, but okay, the first year with Goff and Campbell, I was 100% in the camp of Goff is just a Band-Aid, temporary, eventually we'll make our move at a top pick and get our real guy. And then once we started winning games, I was like, oh, Goff is not the problem here at all.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've seen he's very solidly, I don't think he's a top 5 quarterback, but he's somewhere between 6 to 10.
Correct.
You know what I mean? He's never going to be top 5. He doesn't have that raw talent, but he's somewhere in the back half of the top 10, and you put the right team around him, he's absolutely good enough to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He's not going to carry you there like a Mahomes or somebody like that.
Could. He's I guess he fills in a good team.
Yeah.
Very well.
So the only time that Goff is really going to get into trouble is if you force him out of the pocket. He's not a
scramble guy.
He's not a scramble guy. So if you're able to get pressure on him, but truthfully, if you're able to get pressure on
anybody,
on any quarterback, it's going to be a rough day.
Yeah,
sure. 100%.
When the Lions played Lamar Jackson,
and we pressured the shit out of him.
Yeah, and even when I'm coaching football for our squad with the kids, sometimes we'll be going against a really good quarterback who's light years above anybody that we've ever seen.
Oh yeah,
before. And it's the game before, the kid threw for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns, and everyone's
damn.
So what are you going to do against
300 yards at 11 years old? That's
300
that's
yards
crazy.
and 100 yards rushing. And then it's
fuck?
Yeah, and dude, some of the kids these days are super, super athletes. And it's okay, coach, what are you going to do as a defensive coordinator against that quarterback next game? And it's I'm going to design a scheme that's going to put pressure on the quarterback, and basically if you have an offense where every offense, there's you got your guys blocking, you got your receivers, and defensively I might decide where it's okay, I'm going to put in my secondary, they're all going to go one-on-one coverage with wide receivers, tight ends, and a running back, and everybody else is going to be blitzing gaps. And that's literally designed to force the quarterback to make a quick decision. If you have 7 seconds to make a decision, you're probably going to
find somebody.
Yeah, you're probably going to make a good decision. But if you have 0.5 to make that decision, a lot harder.
Becomes a lot harder.
Yeah.
So where did you develop your coaching acumen? How did you just know? So you just decided, hey, I'm going to start coaching football because I could do this better.
Right.
And you've never coached before.
Right.
From Matt Patricia? Or?
Yeah. So
just watching football? How do you know how to coach children's football?
So this is sound stupid, but literally from playing Madden. From playing Madden. So it's when I was in high school playing football.
Oh, you played?
Oh yeah, I played football.
Oh, okay. Well, that changes things. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but my knowledge of the game expanded greatly
from the video game.
You see it from a different angle.
Yeah, different offenses, different schemes, and then the more you get into football, and you'll start learning things, whether it's in practice and coaching, but then how to watch tape. And once I learned how to watch tape, which was ironically probably at the age of 25.
Okay.
And when I learned how to watch tape, and then okay, this person's doing this right, because sometimes it might look like you messed up the play.
Yeah.
Truth is, you didn't mess up the play.
Someone set you up.
It was me, exploited. And because I did the wrong thing, it made you look bad.
Yeah.
So
I know how that goes.
Once I became a student of watching tape, I'll a lot of things football wise helped out, and then
recognizing mistakes is huge.
Well, yeah, and then like what you might be able to do against another team, and looking for like little cheats, what like a player might do, and how you can react to that.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like, and then over the past couple of years, seeing that a lot of coaches who are their head coaches, they don't watch tape, and if you don't watch tape, your team's not going to get better. And if not only that, your players should be watching tape. Like you can do a ton of stuff on the practice field, but it's like if you make a mistake, you should be able to see it on tape. It's almost like
So you get the kids together to watch tape?
Hell yeah.
It's
mandatory.
Interesting.
It's
all right. I like that.
Yeah, it's mandatory because that is what's going to carry you. So this is city football right now for like the city squad, and next year a lot of them are going to be playing for their middle school.
Okay.
And then after that, it's for their high school. And in middle school and high school, nobody's watching tape. So if you're
in high school, then I remember when I was in high school, we watched tape all 4 years.
Okay, well,
even freshman ball,
I think that
watched tape.
Good?
Was that?
You guys do pretty good
for the most part? Yeah.
Well, that's why.
Absolutely. Freshman year, we went undefeated.
Okay.
My sophomore year, I think we finished like 7-1-1 or something. Junior year, we were really good. We went to the playoffs.
Okay.
And we got knocked out in the first round, but we won at least 7 games. And then my senior year, we fucking fell apart. Actually, it was really annoying. Senior year, we fell apart. We only won 2 or 3 games, but we won the last game of the year against because I went to North Farmington, so our crosstown rival was Farmington. And they had a really good squad. So it was a big upset when we beat them. Like they went to the playoffs, like they had a really good season, and we beat them the last game of the year.
So you went out with bragging rights.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, that's what was cool about football too, or just in sport in general, where you can be having a bad season, and then you're playing the number 1 team.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, you're gonna get crushed today.
Yeah.
And then getting your players to believe that you can do this, and then you guys pull it off.
Absolutely.
And it's something that you remember for the rest. Like you
Hell
actually smiled.
That's right.
When you recounted that memory, where it's like, and then we beat them and ruined their season.
That season sucked. I remember because we had winning seasons all 3 years up as freshman through junior year, and then all of a sudden we couldn't fucking win a game. And then we finally had that one victory at the end. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, I mean, that's kind of exactly what, U of M's season was last year. They were not good at all. And then somehow we beat fucking Ohio State at the end of the season.
Yeah. And it looked like we had ruined their season and their coach was going to get fired.
Yeah. Then they put it back together. So fuck them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the amazing thing about, just about sports. There's so many things about sport that I love, which is cool because, like, usually, like, I know on stage, like, it's very tough to talk about football. Like, I have to talk about it very superficially because if I get too in depth,
you can't get technical with it. They don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You lose people entirely.
You almost have to like make fun of it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, the best football bits I've heard are like, what's his name? Fuck, who's that guy?
Good call.
Neil Brennan.
Okay.
He's got some pretty good football bits, but it again, it's not into the weeds of the game. Like one of them is how like football players keep getting in trouble for like violent crimes.
Yep.
And he goes, it must be confusing because their whole life, like all their self-esteem comes from like playing this very violent game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, go to practice, do football, go to the game, do football, hang out with your girlfriend, do football. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
You're supposed to just hang out with your girlfriend. You're not supposed to do football with her.
Yeah. Well, what's kind of crazy too is when football players usually if they're off the field and whether they're college professional, you're trained to be explosive in like 3 seconds and to maintain that energy for like 3 to like 7 seconds during like a play. And when those people get pissed off outside of life, they'll get extremely violent for 3 to 4 seconds and then calm the fuck down. And you're like, what just happened? What just happened?
Do they calm down, or does someone have to blow a whistle first?
You know what? You should probably carry around a whistle.
I
That would
I
probably.
have a bit where I blow a whistle, so I randomly have a whistle on me sometimes.
That's if you're dating a
Throw a
football
flag.
player, yeah, she needs to have a yellow flag in her purse at all times.
Yep.
That's the only thing that'll deter
A yellow
your
flag.
psychotic, brain damaged boyfriend from beating the shit out of you.
If that'll
yell-
work, the hat.
A yellow flag, a hat for personal foul. Okay, and then what? Something red for instant review.
Yeah, you got someone's gonna.
No, well, that's for the
Bartenders
coach.
are gonna challenge you like, no,
Something
he
red.
started it.
Maybe a flag.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a little pointer for you ladies. You got to be prepared if you're dating a football
Yeah, if you're
player.
gonna date a football player, carry on a yellow flag.
Have a whistle.
Yeah, and a whistle.
All right. So I did
Don't
some
be afraid to
research
call a
earlier.
timeout. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
I did some research earlier.
What did you research for us,
It's
Lemon?
about our beloved Lions. Do we want to talk about the 2008 season, or do we want to talk about my favorite Lion of all time, Joey Harrington?
Oh, wait, you know what?
What was the first thing you brought up?
The 0-16 team?
Yeah.
Why don't we talk about both? I feel like they're
What do we wanna
semi-related.
start with?
Yeah, we might
I
run through
feel
that
like-
pretty quick.
Well, let's start with Joey Harrington because that basically set the stage for the 0-16.
Yeah, you're
So
right. No,
let's
Harrington
go
came
chronologically.
So with Joey Harrington, I feel like his confidence got ruined playing in Detroit. He was
Yeah.
getting hit so much, and he never really had time to develop. And I'm not really sure. After he played, I think I want to say he maybe played 4 seasons with the Lions, and I'm not sure if he did anything else with any other NFL team afterwards.
He went to
he-
Miami and Atlanta. I think one other team maybe.
I'm pretty sure it was with New Orleans.
I have his thing pulled up. I don't remember New Orleans. I have so much shit pulled up.
Yeah, because he would have been
Here.
he would have been a backup during the Drew Brees era.
Yeah, no. So yeah, 5 with Detroit, and then Miami in 06 and Atlanta in 07. Then he was gone.
He was never with New Orleans?
Nah.
Oh, okay. I thought he was a...
You know what's tough about
Saint.
that 5th year? You read that he was with Detroit for 5 years, and literally at the end of that 5th year, it's like, oh, we either got to pick up your contract or let you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was I think his last year. Yeah, his last year with the Lions was Rod Marinelli's first year.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that's when we brought in John Kitna.
Yeah, we brought in Kitna in 06, and then his last year was 05. So yeah.
Yeah, and what Stafford came in 09?
It was right after the 0-16 season. So yeah, 09.
Yeah, because Calvin came in 08, and then Stafford came in 09.
Yeah, Calvin was 07.
Right. No,
Oh, seven.
Calvin was a rookie on the
And yeah,
0-16
on the 07
team.
Wait, did he play?
Wait, no. Yes, he
Yeah.
was a
I was
second
looking
year
at stats
player.
here, Yeah.
It was his second year when we went 0-16.
Yeah, what a rough start to your career,
Yeah.
being on a squad like that.
Yeah, I did some research, but hey,
you did.
Calvin Johnson started with John Kitna. What a great connection. Oh wait, we're talking about
The 0-16?
Joey Harrington.
Okay.
Yeah, we started with Joey
what do you want to say about Joey?
So I was gonna do this whole
Out
thing.
of Oregon.
Yeah, exactly. He was a stud, man. I was gonna do this whole thing where I
Harrington?
made it.
Gimmicky offense, but
I was like, I blamed his downfall on 9/11, where it's like, well, his best season was in 2001. And he got drafted in 2002, and it's like the weight of 9/11 was on his shoulders. And yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah. Let's not have a quarterback
I
in
looked
Detroit
up-
to relate to 9/11.
I was looking up anything that I could, and there was nothing, any stretch that I thought of. But so I'm just gonna talk about my favorite Joey Harrington stats.
Okay.
So in 2002 and 2003, the Lions allowed the least amount of sacks in the NFL. In 02, they allowed 20, and in comparison, the Texans
That's a real good number.
Yeah, in comparison, the Texans allowed 76.
Jesus.
That was that
and-
one infamous Texan season.
Yeah, and that was what the quarterback was
That was
Carr.
David
Yeah.
Carr, yeah. You
Yeah.
want to talk about getting your confidence beat up.
Fucking love that guy. And then 03, they allowed 11.
That's
Crazy.
that's an insane.
That is crazy.
number.
Now, why was he so bad? I thought he
They
wasn't
had,
protected.
I don't know. They had an insanely good West Coast defensive line. The team was bad because they couldn't run block. Like they were like one of the last in the league. I think they were 29th with their run blocking
rush
stats.
defense.
I remember. Okay, so what I remember from those teams, because that was about when I started watching. I probably started watching 2005 or 6-ish, which was the end of the Harrington era, and all I remember was we never threw the ball. It was just check down city. That's why he never got sacked, is because he would just get the ball and check it down to the running back. It was almost like, again, that was my first time like really watching football. I thought nobody threw the ball downfield. I thought it was just like so risky that it just wasn't part of football. It was only for Hail Marys. And then I saw other teams doing it regularly. I'm like, what the? How come we never even tried it? You just get the ball, check it down to the running back, and then we punt.
Yeah, yeah. So
It actually explains the sacks.
So when onto that point and those checkdowns, the offense that Harrington played in here in Detroit was a West Coast offense,
Right.
And the West Coast offense uses the backs out of the backfield and just like little routes to the flat to supplement the run game. So if you're like, you know what, like we don't have the greatest line, we just can't pound the ball on a dive or on an off tackle. What we'll do is we'll just like
Get the running back out.
slink it out to the running back in the flat.
That was when we had Kevin Jones, and he was actually pretty good. But
we drafted so many running backs in not the first round, but like in like the second round, where like literally was Kevin Jones, Kevin Smith, Michael LaShore, Javid Best.
well, those guys came a little bit later, right? We had Kevin Jones and Roy Williams in the same draft. I remember that. And then it was a couple years later, once we cleaned house, after Mullen, they started bringing in all these backs. That was Mayhew and Schwartz. That's when we drafted Javid Best, Mikel LaShore. I was man.
They got injured like
They all got injured.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. I remember Mikel LaShore. I was excited when we drafted him.
So was I.
He was
a
so
beast
good in Illinois.
He ran for like 243
Dude,
and like
he
one
was
half.
great. He was big, strong, like real. I loved watching him run, and he like had a real serious injury his first training camp.
I want to say it was his Achilles. He tore his Achilles.
Something like that.
Like 21 years old, he tears his Achilles. I'm like, what? Like that doesn't happen.
Yeah, what a fucking.
And then
bummer.
Javid Best with his concussions. And
Yeah,
then,
he was exciting to watch, but he also just couldn't stay on the field.
And then we drafted like 2 or 3 running backs with the last name Smith over like consecutive years, and they all blew out their knee.
Well, Kevin Smith played for a little
like
bit.
A fortune teller, like Smith is your future, and you just like get them all.
Wasn't that many? I just remember Kevin Smith. Who was the other Smith?
The guy from freaking. Oh my god, I can't remember.
Carryon Johnson.
No,
he was
the
good
Kevin
too.
Smith.
He
What's
also
his
got
Clerks?
fucked up.
The guy from Clerks, Kevin Smith, Silent Bob.
Yeah.
Right, that's the only Smith.
No, there was.
Who was the other Smith?
I almost want to say that his name was Kevin as well.
We did not draft two Kevin
I
Smiths.
feel like we had 2 Kevin.
No, we had a Kevin
Calvin
Jones
Smith.
and then a Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
And we had Javid Best, Amir Abdullah. Who else?
Which I think Amir Abdullah he might have just retired.
Just recently retired.
Yeah.
He was just okay.
It's funny. There's a running back that we discarded.
Brian Calhoun, remember him?
Oh yeah. There's so many guys that we drafted and brought in that I felt like had so much talent to do something.
Right, and then just didn't because they played for the Lions.
Yeah, just like even like back with their offense, I remember they had drafted Stockler McDougal.
Oh, right.
Who was like this huge, massive right tackle. They had Stockler McDougal. They drafted Aaron Gibson, who was another just massive behemoth offensive lineman, and they could never be healthy.
Yeah, never put it together.
Didn't they get tight ends like 3 years in a row?
They drafted receivers 3 years in a row.
Yeah, receivers.
And none of them worked
Charles
out.
Rogers, Roy Williams,
Mike Williams.
and Mike Williams.
I thought in like 2017, 2018 maybe. I don't know. When I was working at Cloverleaf, the people were like big Lions fans, and they kept fucking talking about it. It's like another tight end.
Did you work at the Cloverleaf on Gratiot?
No, I worked at a carryout place in Sterling Heights.
Okay.
No, they drafted Brandon Pettigrew with Matt Stafford, so that was one of the tight
Yep.
ends. Then a couple
actually-
years ago, later, they did Eric Ebron, who sucked, instead of Aaron fucking Donald.
Yep. And then T.J. Hawkinson.
Right, and then
Yeah.
TJ.
Literally,
And now,
anytime-
now we got our boy Sam Laporta. I fucking love Sam. He's a baller.
Yeah,
I know that.
because you can draft a tight end in the second round and be
Yeah,
okay.
there you go.
Tight ends fucking rule. They make differences. Shout out Mark Andrews. I have more stats. I didn't do enough research. I only had so much time, so I just want to talk about Joey Harrington.
Okay, I thought you had a question like when we were talking about.
Oh yeah, no, I was saying something about tight ends. Oh yeah, fucking Cloverleaf. Do you know the owners? Because I feel like you would definitely know the Guerreros.
Yeah, it's been years, but yeah, like
Yeah.
we used to do stuff like over at the Cloverleaf over on Gratiot.
Yeah.
You know,
I can imagine.
yeah,
Yeah, you Italians. You run tight, and I respect it.
yep.
The Albanians try and copy. Anyway.
I mean, they're a pretty tight group.
Yeah, no, Albanians.
They're a pretty tight group.
I dated an Albanian girl, and like I got pressured out of the relation. Like this dude literally said, like I'll show up like at her work to make sure that like you're not there seeing her, because we worked right next to each other, and he was just like, if you see her again, like I'll kick your ass. He was like threatening me and shit.
Was it her brother?
No, he was literally just a fucking Albanian guy.
Oh, okay. So he had no family
Yeah.
association.
No, just Albanian.
So
Hold
that-
up, but he did that while you were dating or after you broke up?
While we were dating,
He just decided
we
you
broke
guys
up
are not
because of
gonna-
him. Yeah,
I kind of think that he wanted her, and
he was like
probably like
20 years older than her. It was like really fucking weird because
Yeah.
she was like living.
That's
That's weird.
Her parents got deported, but she was living alone in America at like the age of 18.
makes total sense.
Yeah, so I feel like this guy was trying to be like her older brother, like a father figure or something to her, and was just like, you're taking advantage of like one of our youngins. It's like, dude, I'm a fucking youngin too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like we went to a restaurant once, and like I didn't even know like the people were Albanian because I never thought of shit like that. And then they literally said stuff to her like in front of me, like, "What are you doing with this guy?
Yeah.
Like you should be with an Albanian man."
Did you have the long hair and all that?
Yeah,
then?
no, I looked even worse than I had. I used to have like a goatee. Like my chin would always be filled in and stuff, and sometimes it wouldn't even be the mustache, just the fucking chin. It looked so gross.
She probably found that so hot.
She did. No, she used to call me her little school shooter. Like I didn't slick
Oh,
my hair
boy.
back. I had it fucking down. Hold on, let me show you my my ID. This is literally from that.
Just,
time.
I love that.
My
It's
little
like,
school shooter.
Yeah,
As a
it's a
pet
sexy
name.
nickname.
Yeah.
I looked very.
Bro, that doesn't
Stonery. Yeah.
even look like you. It looks like you should be in a band.
Yeah, it looks
I
like
was.
it.
I was
see
literally
it.
in a band. That was my whole thing. I was a musician.
Like, wow, that's wild.
Yeah, I've changed a little.
That's my little school shooter.
Yeah, that made me uncomfortable for a while because I was like, "Is that what everyone thinks of me?"
Yeah. So it's like,
Fucking
she'd be all hot for you, and she'd like start touching you, and she'd be like, "Oh, kiss me, my little school shooter."
Not in that moment, but she would say it like endearingly sometimes, but never in like in the heat of the moment. You know?
So what would she say when she was upset with you? Like,
She was kind of crazy. I don't know.
When you guys got
Okay.
in fights.
Yeah.
is that what the knife came from?
Yeah. Anyway, Joey Harrington.
Back to Joey Harrington. Is he
Oregon-
married? Is Joey
Oregon.
married?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. No, he's a Family Guy now.
Yeah. He does stuff on
So-
Fox Sports too. Oh, hey, ironically enough, didn't Joey Harrington come out the same year as Mark Sanchez?
No.
I think-
Okay.
Matt Stafford.
No, Sanchez was in like.
Okay.
06 or something.
That was
okay,
like
okay.
almost 10 years apart.
Okay.
Mark Sanchez.
I was just trying to find a tie-in between the recent Mark Sanchez activity where I wasn't expecting him to
What
get
happened with it? Yeah, something just happened with
road
it.
rage incident,
Uh-huh.
and I guess like he would do something about like the driver, and then the driver of the other vehicle stabbed Sanchez in kind of like self-defense. So
Holy shit.
Damn.
yeah, so he's kind of lost his job from Fox Sports.
That's wild.
Which like sucks that someone would lose their shit so easily. Especially like for me, if I have money to replace shit, I'm not going to get too upset about anything.
Right. Well, let's throw some CT on there and see how you respond to those situations.
Yeah. CT
Yeah.
from the butt fumbles.
Some CTE.
So
Yeah, the infamous
back
butt
to Joey
fumble.
Harrington. Actually.
Yeah,
So
Joey.
remember how I was talking about how least amount of sacks in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So the first year that happened, 2002, they had the second most interceptions in the league. And then the season where they only allowed 7 sacks, they had the most interceptions in the league, 22. It was Joey Harrington's career high. So what's up with that? I don't know.
Yeah, because he's not good.
And then, in Joey's defense, 22 total interceptions. There's a lot of Hall of Famers, like legends, that have had seasons with like way more interceptions.
Oh yeah.
Here's the
Yeah, but how
list.
many touchdowns do they have?
It
And
doesn't matter.
yards.
It doesn't matter. That's not what I'm
Yeah.
nitpicking to make Joey Harrington look good with.
I think at the NFL, one of the biggest things that's changed since that, and I almost want to say since that era of football, is that now if a quarterback throws more than 9 to 12 interceptions, like you're trash. You know, where having
Jameis Winston.
that's
Does any balance it out?
Jameis Winston, a guy like Jameis Winston and like Flacco are kind of like outliers because they can throw for 300 yards a game and 3 touchdowns, but they'll also throw for 3 to 4 picks. You know, so it's like part of the reason they're throwing for that much yardage is because they're down because the previous mistakes that they made, but they got the arm talent to carry it through.
Whip it out there.
Can I list these names though that have thrown
Go for it.
the more interceptions? We have Dan Marino, Brett Favre, Warren Moon, John Elway, Peyton Manning, Vinny Testaverde. That one was just for me. He's a legend.
Yep.
Joe Namath, Brett Favre again, Terry Bradshaw, Drew Brees, Dick Wood. I don't know who he is. He had a funny name. And then Brett
Dick
Favre
Wood,
again,
that's a
like
great
10 more
name.
times.
Yeah.
I know, right?
He had
Well, I had to
an
shout him out.
illustrious porn career after football.
Can I throw a caveat
Yeah, who you got?
onto your list? So Joey Harrington, his career here in Detroit was 5 years, and then he spent maybe another 3 or 4 years in the NFL.
2 more.
2 more years in the NFL.
Yeah.
So that's 7 years total.
Right.
All the guys that you named played for between 15 and 20 years.
Yeah, I know.
So there's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So Joey
yeah.
Harrington was able to throw all
Like
those.
the guys like Dan Marino
Yeah.
and John Elway, like those were like their age 40 seasons where they were throwing that many picks. It was-
Also, they started from Joey Harrington was not even the starter those
no,
last 2
he
years.
started all 16 games and
For Detroit. I think that means like with the other teams.
Oh.
Right, for his full career. When he was not the starter for Miami or Atlanta.
no.
Yeah. So the majority of the work that he did
I don't
was
think
interceptions.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he kind of proved why he shouldn't be starting.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
That's
know who the modern day Joey Harrington is? It's Marcus Mariota. I'm a big fan of him.
Why are you a fan of horrible football players?
There's something funny about Oregon bust quarterbacks.
Oh. Well, I mean,
hilarious.
yeah. I mean, aside from it being one of the hardest positions to
yeah,
play
of course.
in football, yeah.
Yeah, but why don't you just be a fan of the good players then?
That's easy.
Yeah. How about the Ohio State quarterbacks? There's a lot of those quarterbacks haven't quite.
Yeah.
Troy Smith.
Made it in
Those
the
guys
NFL.
never pan out. Because
So CJ Stroud worked out.
I was literally thinking about this
He's-
earlier.
I
He's
mean-
the only one.
Yeah.
Because the college quarterback philosophy is so different because it's a lot easier to run read option every other play, especially at Ohio State. That's their whole fucking philosophy. I don't know if it still is, but it was when I was watching. And then those quarterbacks can't adjust to the NFL where it's you can't just get away with that. Defenses are way better.
Here's I have a question for. What's your take on the on following Matthew Stafford to the Rams? Are you a Detroit Rams guy, or were you one of the fuck you Matt Stafford?
So as the Detroit Rams, you mean do I root for Matthew Stafford while he's on the Rams?
Yes,
Yes.
me too.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people think that there has to be this rule that you can't be a fan of a player. You know what I mean? I'm first and foremost, obviously every time the Rams have played the Lions, I want the Lions to win and fuck Matt Stafford.
Correct.
But if it has nothing to do with the Lions, I just like Matt Stafford, right? He got drafted by the 0-16 team,
Yeah.
made this team watchable,
Yeah.
took them to the playoffs multiple times,
Gave his body for the team.
gave his body for the team, actually produced highlight reels and game-winning drives, and took this awful franchise that didn't really support him. And he's an extremely talented quarterback. And as long as it has nothing to do with the Lions, I want Matthew Stafford and the Rams to win.
Yeah, and during all that, he didn't complain once. He only
absolutely
dedicated.
He was a soldier.
He did good stuff for the community.
Yeah,
Right.
he never trashed the organization when he was here. I was there for the playoff game when we played the Rams in the playoffs.
Okay.
And everybody chanting Jared Goff, that was like great, but then
Sure.
the fan base gave a little negativity activity towards Stafford and his wife. Thought, I feel like we should be better than that.
I mean, people are gonna. I understand that might happen.
People beat people in.
Right, but then when he came back the next year, we cheered for him in the regular season because we opened that was last season, right? They weren't like negative towards
2 seasons ago.
No, it was last year. Or we opened up the year against the Rams last year.
Oh, we did open the season against the Rams last year.
Correct.
I was
was
at
a
the playoff game.
What's that?
That was a trade, right?
It was what?
It was a trade, right?
Yeah.
Why would you boo him? He had zero choice.
Well, he did ask to be traded.
Oh.
Yeah, he was looking for a change of scenery. He had gone through so many coaching changes.
2 GMs, 3 coaches, and look, giving him up gave us so many picks. Like half of this team is from Matt Stafford being traded.
Yeah.
We got Goff, Jameson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Sam Laporta, and even a couple other like mid-round picks.
Yeah, Ife Melifonwu, picks, high first round picks that we had traded down and acquired like other picks. I want to say that there's because of that trade, there was 6 additional players that we were able to draft that have bared tremendous fruits for the Lions.
So much fruit.
So much fruit.
Yeah, all the fruit.
It worked out for Stafford too.
And he got his ring, and I'm happy that he got a ring.
Yeah, and now he's got Puka Nacua, who's like absolutely destroying the NFL right now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I get upset when people call him Pat Stafford.
I never heard that.
You never heard that? People call him Pat like he wasn't good. He just padded his stats. Oh, he just put up stats with the Lions.
Yeah,
but he never won games. But I'm like, if he couldn't win games because the team sucked. So the fact that he's putting up numbers means he's be able to produce with shit teammates and pull off
as much as he possibly
absolutely could. and like actually pulling off. I think he has like one of the all-time leaders in game-winning drives. And it's like
basketball.
It's fucking crazy, man.
When you said Pat Stafford, I literally thought of the character from Saturday Night Live, Pat.
Oh yeah, the
it was kind of like
androgynous.
Yeah,
right.
And I was like, they were calling him Pat Stafford, like the androgynous quarterback.
Yeah, Pat Statford.
It just shows up.
Right. I don't know him.
Oh, if
shout out Matt Stafford, friend of the show.
Yeah, and also Pat from Saturday Night Live. Okay,
and Pat,
you're gonna have to check that out. It'll make you crack up.
Yeah, that's a silly one. I remember that one.
Yeah.
All right.
I would be interested to see that skit today. Now with all the gender stuff, it's a different world.
Oh, 100% to see how
would it be received, or is that offensive to the gender fluid? I guess it fits their paradigm of reality.
I think that's one of the coolest things about time is something happens, everybody loves it, and then there's the reflection over like 10 or 20 years, and then you look back and you're like, oh, that did not age well. That I
feel like that may have aged pretty well because the whole thing is like gender fluid. The whole point, you never knew what Pat actually was, right? It was never revealed.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah, that of course that's the whole magic of it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure they probably did like really good work with that. I'd have to like go back and look at it.
I remember that as a concept. I can't really recall any like scenes or episodes or anything like that, but I remember that as like I remember its existence, but I couldn't like quote it or anything like that. I'll have to check that out.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's, it's funny because you can look back and be like, oh, that was really messed up. Especially when people do something when they're young. Trying to think, who was it? I just seen something where I had no idea that Justin Trudeau had done blackface.
Oh yeah,
and
that's the main thing I know about it.
And Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And didn't get in trouble for it.
Yeah, so I had like no idea about that, and then it's like people are like, "Oh, he's they're saying things about him." I'm like, "What? Like, what are you talking? When did he do? Let me see the picture." And you're looking, like, "Oh,
Yeah, blacked the shit out of his face.
yeah." Which is funny when you see somebody famous who did like blackface before, and then you just see how awful it was. Like the worst coloring you could possibly.
If you're gonna do blackface, do it right.
I mean, yeah.
No, they took the.
Is it Robert Downey Jr. who probably did it wrong? Like in Tropic Thunder? Like was that?
I think he did.
I don't know.
Right.
I'm not the judge on appropriate blackface.
Like, looked accurate. He didn't like literally paint his face black like a fucking minstrel show, or because that's like the bad blackface. But
as opposed to the good,
they're all bad. Yeah. But the one that's like
it depends on the shading you use.
The one that's inherently
I
hateful.
think it seems to me the extra offensive blackface is when they make like they don't do the lips. You know what I mean? Like they put blackface but leave like a margin to make the lips look fatter.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's like whoa.
That's
you know
the
what I mean?
main show one.
Yeah. That's like 1890s.
Exactly.
Post Civil War blackface.
Right.
Draped in a Confederate flag. That's messed up.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
The ragtime music.
Oh yeah. Oh, so Joey Harrington. Joey Harrington ever do blackface?
I'm
Not that we know of.
We dig up Joey Harrington's past. We're like, oh my god.
So I shit on him a lot, but he does actually have a fucking foundation. Let's shout it out. The Harrington Family Foundation provides
Hey, there you go,
scholarship,
Joey. Doing good things.
mentorship. Yeah, he seems like a good guy. Hopefully, it's not like he's not trying to dodge taxes and stuff.
He probably is though.
I'm gonna like speed run through this, but I found a fun fact about the 0-16 season. I want to talk about Dan Orlovsky because we had John Kidna, we had Dante Culpepper. Both struggled with fucking injuries that ruined their career, and we had them both at the same time. And then the other guy that came out of nowhere, Dan Orlovsky.
That's right.
This guy
The rookie out of UConn.
I know like nothing about him. I think he was drafted in 05, whatever. So he played 7 seasons. And he only ever started a single game in 2 of those seasons. And those 2 seasons, he was on the worst team in the league. It was the 0-16 Lions and then the 2-14 Colts in 2011. So all I'm saying is, like during those seasons, he was the best quarterback on the team. He was better than Dante Culpepper and John Kitna, this Orlovsky guy. Think about that. So he is.
What an accomplishment.
He's a specialist. He's a last place specialist, and last place team should hire him because without Orlovsky, we don't get Matt Stafford. The Colts don't get Andrew Luck, who kind of got unlucky with injuries, but.
Ooh,
shout out to Dan Orlovsky for hooking up the Lions with some losses. And that very memorable running out the back of the end zone play. That
who's the last place team now? Or like who was last place last year? Like who's the worst team?
It was the Titans?
No.
Well, they had the number 1
pick.
pick.
They fucking got
Titans,
Henry,
Cleveland, Giants. Who is it?
Well, the Titans had the number 1 pick.
What happened to Ryan Tannehill?
He's retired at this point.
Yeah.
He was like, wasn't he just a kid? Like
no,
5 years ago.
He was the opposite.
Yeah, he got
drafted
by Miami.
He was drafted by Miami, and it wasn't he. No, I think I might be thinking of somebody else.
Did he just have like a?
He was out of A&M. What?
Like a resurgence in his career because he was starting for Tennessee at one point. Like they went to the playoffs.
Yes,
like
but that was
Mariota was a bust, and then
that was a few years ago, and he wasn't like good. He was just not horrible, and they had a really good running game. So he
was a good game. He became a good game manager in Tennessee. Yeah, that's when Tennessee had like Vrabel, and they were. Tennessee was a really good team, and then
they were my team on Madden.
Remember he followed Vince Young in Tennessee. I want to say right.
Maybe I don't know if he was immediately after Vince Young.
I thought Vince was going to be so good coming out of college.
I never believed in him as a passer.
Yeah.
Wait, so Vince Young was like 10 years ago, wasn't he? How long was Ryan Tannehill in this damn league?
I want to say Ryan probably played 10 years in the league. He might possibly be in the league as a backup quarterback right now? Or
This is the most autistic football conversation we've ever had.
oh
on
yeah,
this
yeah.
podcast.
That's why I've been
This
like
is
football on stage. You know what I'm saying?
He played 2012 to 2022, 23.
Yeah.
This is just three football nerds
I'm not even a
recalling
football nerd, I'm just
random
autistic.
players and years they were drafted. I hope you enjoy
Wait
it.
till we have a baseball guy on.
Hey, what's
Jesus.
how's your feeling on like seeing injuries like in football? Like
Seeing injuries?
okay, let me rephrase that.
Do you look away?
Well, so for up until probably like a couple of years ago, I'd watch a football game, a player would get seriously, medically, critically life-threatening hurt
Yeah, like the guy whose heart stopped
in a
few years
game.
ago.
Yeah, and they would wait the appropriate amount of time, take the player off field in an ambulance, and then they would resume the game.
Yeah.
And then ever since was it Damar Hamlin with like the
Right.
Bills?
Yeah.
Now when a player gets seriously hurt, they just call the game.
Really?
And
That's like policy now?
I want to say that's like the thing where everyone's
Wait, I
like,
didn't hear about that. They call the game?
yeah. So like
Which game got called?
so that Bills game got called when Damar Hamlin got hurt.
I remember that.
That game,
I actually don't. Oh, yeah, that's right.
and then the Lions.
I don't
Was-
think the Lions.
Was it in a preseason game? Was it in a preseason?
Oh,
game?
yeah, it was preseason.
Where
Well, preseason doesn't count.
Yeah,
where,
that's more
where,
understandable.
where Norris got hurt
That's right.
and they called the game. But just I had never seen that in the NFL before. Like that's like
Right.
that's how like it was like okay, we know players get hurt
I've never seen that in sports
and then
before.
we'll continue the game. Oh, where they stop the game?
Yeah, because in hockey, like this guy like was literally proclaimed dead, and then they revived him in the locker room. He tried to get back in the game.
Oh,
That's pretty wild.
That's
That's the most hockey-ish thing I've ever heard
Yeah.
in my life.
but it's what's the thing is though is that like in sports like moments like that are legendary.
I know. I wish I
Like-
could remember that guy's name. He is a fucking legend for that. It's the toughest bastard ever.
Yeah, well, it's like Ronnie Lott getting his pinky finger mangled in the game, and they're like, "Bro, you're done." He's like, "Just cut it off."
Oh my god.
Cut it.
That's
And he like
crazy.
literally.
No, that wasn't in the middle of the game. That was during the week.
Okay, I thought that was
It
like.
was, that was
okay.
mid-game.
Okay, I thought
they
it was during the
surgically
game. I
removed.
was like,
no, that's not
Bro,
what
you
happened.
tell me they just took it off the sign, like decapitate and put it back on.
Give me
and, like,
back. No, that's
you're an
not what
animal.
happened. It was fucked. He had it amputated during the week so he could play the next week.
That's so
That's
wild.
still a crazy
pretty
dedication.
badass.
That's
Yeah.
a lifetime decision for one game.
True, but also at the end of like,
Could be the
who
last
really
game you ever
needs
play.
their pinky? You know what I mean? I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm basically,
you would do the same thing.
I'm Ronnie Lott. I thought.
You're a gamer, yeah.
Matt is legend. Yeah.
I think there's plenty of people who would make that decision. Quite frankly, Brett Favre would absolutely be like, "Cut my finger," unless it's
He
on his
played
like,
through so much CTE.
unless it's on his throwing hand. Brett Favre would absolutely have his left pinky amputated.
Give him a couple beers. I'm sure Favre will be okay.
It would, yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of like tough moments in football, I was thinking about this one earlier with Stafford. The one I think it was his rookie year where his shoulder separated. It was like the last play of the game.
Against Cleveland, it's like
Cleveland, fucking legendary. How can you hate him and not call him a winner after that fucking game?
Yeah, no, you
know
gotta
what I
fucking
mean?
respect, man.
you separated his shoulder.
Yeah, he came back in and then he threw a game-winning pass. And he's like,
Absolutely.
okay, let's fix this. People were like patting him on the shoulder. He's like, ah.
I was like, get away from him.
He was mic'd up too.
Absolutely. That was one of the most legendary moments,
Hey,
certainly in Lions history, but even like NFL history. That was just an amazing clip.
I think my boy Dante Culpepper was the backup then too.
He was.
Yeah.
he might-
Culpepper was about to go in for that next play.
Yeah, and then he got
but then
taken
it was
out.
like, nope, the kid's getting in there. Let him get the play.
Which is a ballsy decision for a coaching staff when you know that your player is hurt and not at 100%, not at 90%, but like if he takes another hit,
Like his season's already over.
not just season.
Well, they didn't know that.
His career could be like over,
Yeah.
and they're like, all right, go back in.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
Yeah, that's
there wasn't enough time to really evaluate the injury. You know what I mean?
I think so.
They looked at it for like 2 seconds, and he goes, they called a timeout. I don't think they popped
I can
shit.
throw if you need me to.
They didn't pop anything. He was just lying on the ground, and they were looking at
They
it.
went onto the sideline, and they like did something. I'm pretty sure they popped it back in. And
I don't think they popped anything. It's not that easy to pop a dislocated shoulder in. You know what I mean? It's a whole like procedure.
Professional trainers know the fastest way to do it.
That's fine. You wouldn't do that 3 seconds after it happened.
Yeah.
It's like a procedure to put.
I think you're supposed to do it like as fast or like as soon as possible.
I'm 100% sure that's incorrect.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm probably wrong.
I just injured my shoulder like 2 months ago in jiu-jitsu, and I went to my chiropractor, and I was like, I think it's dislocated. He goes, this is not dislocated. Let me tell you what dislocated looks like. And it is, you don't just like pop it back in.
That's just a TV thing.
Yes.
I want to watch the clip now because I'm curious. I have like a false memory of them like doing something to his shoulder, and then he was just
he was on the ground, and they were looking at it, but they didn't pop it back in. Like it's a procedure. First of all, you need to evaluate
it
it.
wasn't when he was on the ground. It was
Can you
when
play
he
through
ran
the
out to
pain?
the sideline.
Right. Yeah, but he was on the ground, on the sideline.
Oh, I thought you were talking about when he was on the ground on the field after being hit.
He got up after the hit,
I know.
went over to the sidelines, got back on the ground. They started looking at him.
Okay.
And there wasn't enough time to like.
I just don't remember him getting back on the ground. That's the only discrepancy.
It was definitely on the
You're
ground
right.
because he goes, help me up. Right? That was a part of it.
Yeah.
And also, if you're going to pop a shoulder back in place, you got to take the fucking shoulder pads off, which they didn't do. Yes, Lemonsack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to school for this.
Did you?
No.
For medical stuff? Okay. Like, yeah. But so what's silly about that is
Leave me for a second.
that.
No, I did not.
The coaches, the trainers, they're on the field, and they can see, they're watching every player. They can see when someone has tweaked their hamstring, their ankle, there's an arm problem, or there's a shoulder problem. And so there's people on the staff who know that you should be coming out of the game. And there was probably consensus of like, yeah, he needs to come out. We need to protect him. And players' choice overrode that, where, you know, it's I've had kids who like literally had like bruised their knee, and I'm like, you're done for the day. You know, and they're
You're
like,
also dealing with kids. These
and
are
they're like
professionals.
yeah, dude, they in their heads though, like they're so motivated, maybe from like their parents, or whatever, or maybe their parent doesn't understand that they're hurt, and they're like, you know, Vinny needs to go back in the game. You're like, bro, he's hurting right now.
Yeah.
You know,
Or
we don't have the time to talk
back
about
to
it now,
Vinny.
but we'll do it after the game.
What are you doing if the Lions win the Super Bowl? What does that look like for Paul Pipitone?
Celebration with friends. I know. I mean, I'm not gonna burn down the city.
No,
You know,
I think the city might be burnt
not?
down.
yeah. I feel like
You're right, I
I feel
watched
like
the video.
burning. Say what?
You were right. I watched the video. He just lays down and then he's like, fuck it.
I tend to be right about pretty much everything. Lemonsack, you should pay attention to this.
It's the Israeli in him.
It's the big old Jew brain. The Jew brain knows all.
Yeah, and he's some stock advice.
That's right. We'll talk
Just trying
off
to focus
game.
on the facts.
The facts are the facts. Facts don't care about your feelings, Lemonsack.
My feelings are the facts. I feel how the facts tell me to feel. And the facts say, fuck you, shut up.
I didn't say anything.
I don't know. I didn't have anywhere to go with that bit, so I thought it'd be a funny way to end it, you know.
That was some great banter.
I'm a good fucking improver, right?
Yeah.
So good. The
Validate
best.
me.
The best in the business.
So hey, is this your guys' favorite Lions team?
I can't.
So far, I mean, okay. Is it my favorite Lions team? I guess my favorite Lions team would probably be, honestly, the one from 2 years ago that won 2 playoff games.
Okay.
Although last year we were better.
Yep.
They just got hurt.
15-3.
15-2. No, 3 if you count the playoffs. That's right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that team last year, honestly, if they don't get hurt, if nobody in the NFL got hurt last year,
Yeah.
they win the Super Bowl. If there's not a single NFL injury, I think that Lions team wins last year.
Good chance. Good chance of that.
Right, because you can't say like, "Oh, if we don't get hurt," because everybody gets hurt. But if I'm saying everybody stays healthy,
You think they had on paper best team?
yes,
Yeah, I think for the past
we had the number 1 offense and the number 4 defense before everyone started getting hurt,
yeah.
and that team is going to win. That
Who
team
had the number 1 defense, and how was their offense?
I don't know who had the top 3 defense, but they didn't have nearly as good of an offense.
Okay,
Yes.
so there wasn't like nearly as
It wasn't
balanced of a
anybody.
team.
No, not
So
even fucking
It might have
close.
been like Cleveland would have had like the number 1 defense, but then their offense was ranked like 32nd.
If you have the number 5 offense and the number 5 defense,
Yeah, no,
you
that's
win the
kind of
Super Bowl
unreal.
every year. If you have top 5 on both sides of the ball, let alone number 1 on one side,
you should be there. You should be in the conversation. You should be in the
if you're
AFC,
top 5
NFC.
in both categories,
Yep.
you are
You have to try not to fucking make a Super Bowl push.
right. You got to. I mean, something crazy has to happen.
Right.
Either injuries or some kind of wild finish to a blocked field goal, some bullshit. But if you're top 5 on both sides of the ball, that's a historically great team.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
yeah,
I wasn't trying to argue. I just like genuinely don't know.
just
I was
saying.
asking.
yeah. Well, it's almost like the Ravens last year. You know, it's
That's
just-
my team.
They seem so unstoppable with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry.
Cooper Rush.
Okay, their backup quarterback. The backup quarterback you would never want to see enter the field. You know, he's getting some playing time now that Lamar's hurt, and
Cooper's their backup?
yeah. And tell you what, the people in Baltimore hate it.
I'm sure they do.
Like it's like I never want to see a guy named Cooper again.
Who was their other Cooper? Was there a different Cooper that...
No, there's
I don't know, it only
there's very
takes
few
one.
Coopers
It only
that
takes one.
I've ever encountered.
It only takes one to
only think of
ruin the
Last name
Cooper,
Cooper.
Right?
legacy.
It's like that name Adolf. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, okay, sure.
no more Coopers, no more Adolfs.
I don't know if I would compare Coopers to Adolphs. It was, one is just not a great quarterback. The other was,
Yeah, I think the
Adolf.
Ravens are my favorite team. You asked if this is my favorite Lions team, and I actually have there's something that you don't know about me, and it's I've never rooted for them.
Okay.
I actually grew up rooting against them because I as a kid I wanted to pick all my own favorite sports teams. And
big reveal. Lemon's
Yeah.
been a hater this whole
I'm
time.
not a hater. No, I have so much for.
So that's why you
Okay,
want
no.
to talk about Joey Harrington.
Let me.
The dark times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
No,
take you
let
to a
me-
dark place in Lions history.
I want to talk about the Millen era. I want to
Let
talk
me
about
get
the
this-
worst
let me get
era
this
of
out.
Lions
Rod
football.
Marinelli.
Get this out. So I have so much respect for the Lions now. I'm so happy to see them doing good, and I have so much respect for lifelong Lions fans that have put up with all that shit.
Yeah, we did. have to
But
put-
I spend so much time rooting against them that I can't root for them. Like I'm not allowed to.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
it wouldn't feel right. I want to see them win, but I can't. Like bandwagon,
So, like, who do you root for? Do you just root for the Ravens and that's it?
Yeah, I'm going Ravens this year. I used to be a Packers fan, but like I don't know, fucking Brett Favre. I was a Brett Favre guy, and like he tarnished his legacy when he did that.
Massage.
Well, yeah, no, there was that, and there was he like did some tax fraud scheme. He like stole.
yeah,
money
no, he
from
stole money from
a charity.
Medicare or
Security.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're
fucked up.
literally a Hall of Famer. You have money. All those Wrangler deals.
The Wrangler commercials.
Right.
Yeah, those were great.
You needed to steal money from people.
He was loaded, and then he fucking stole money from like literally welfare. Very low. So yeah, I lost all respect
up.
for him. Kind of ruined the Packers. So yeah, I like the Ravens.
Yeah. So
I always kind of liked them because they're purple, and purple is cool, and I like Raven from Teen Titans when I was a kid.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was always a Lions. Like my favorite Lions team was like the '91 team that went to the playoffs.
Dude,
and
Barry
played the
Sanders.
Redskins.
You got to watch Barry Sanders.
Yeah,
that's
that
the
was
fucking best.
That was like I literally in my head I remember listening to those games on the radio, going to the mall with my girlfriend, and like listening as we're going through the parking lot. Like those are really good times. And then as a Lions fan, because since the teams weren't very good after that, the teams I would adopt would be teams that were I liked the coach. So like any team that Parcells went to, that became
Parcells guy.
yeah that became my new favorite team.
Yeah, you have to have a second team when you're like a Lions fan or like a franchise like that, like a Browns fan or something. You know,
Yeah.
just historically bad teams.
Yeah.
The Lions are fucking winning now, and like I said, I'm genuinely happy for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, my backup
Really cool. It's
teams
good for Detroit.
were. I always liked the Tampa Bay Bucks and the Ravens,
Okay.
and I kind of liked the Steelers, and I didn't like the Patriots, but I liked Tom Brady, because he went to Michigan. Other than that, I probably would have hated him. And then
Ass
that was
Jared
about
Goff
it.
looking quarterback.
And I've always kind of liked the Rams. I always liked their helmets.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, the Rams had like the coolest uniforms.
Yeah. I don't think there were any other teams that those were my non-Lions teams that I would sort of root for.
The Rams were also like a lot of fun to watch. Greatest show on turf.
Yeah, Rams had that's a pretty good franchise. They they don't just stay on the bottom. They've won a couple Super Bowls. They've put some teams together.
Changed cities a couple times.
Yeah,
True.
it's hard to keep up with. Are they LA now?
They're in LA
Yeah,
now.
yeah, they're in LA.
So are the Chargers, right?
Yes.
So there's two.
It's so annoying that LA has two football teams because LA
got
is-
three.
They had not.
They got the
Oh, they got
Rams, Chargers, and then
Raiders
Raiders.
in Vegas.
Yeah. but there's three losses.
Okay,
That's the
okay,
loss,
okay, okay.
Vegas
My
loss.
bad. Yeah, that's like,
Uh-huh.
yeah. What they moved to Vegas was it 2 or 3 years ago? Then,
Something like that from Oakland.
yeah. There's
They were talking about them going to LA.
It's
but
weird that
was
there were no
Chargers.
LA teams like for a while because that's a huge sports market. Like every other sport has two
They've-
LA teams.
they're all out of towners though. Like no one is from LA. Everybody comes to LA, and then when you go to LA,
there's people
you
in
still
LA
support
and
your team.
Yeah.
and they only really give a shit about the Lakers out there.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought
And the Dodgers.
they loved the Lake. Yeah, no, there's a lot of
No, they do give a
Lakers-
shit about the. I'm saying
Yeah.
like that is LA's sports team,
like,
but also because like there's no like football team the football teams have been in and out of LA a bunch of times, so they don't have that like long term loyalty.
it's like they didn't have a team to root for. That's why I was just surprised that they didn't even like try. What were the teams before? Who was in LA before?
I'm pretty sure the Rams used to be in
So
LA
they were in
before
LA,
St.
left and
Louis.
came back.
Yeah, they went from I'm pretty sure it was LA to St. Louis
No,
and then
that-
back to LA. I'm pretty sure they were LA in like the 70s and the 80s.
It might have been. Yeah, that's crazy how often I've totally forgot that the Rams were in St. Louis.
Just a couple years ago.
I still
Like-
think of them as the St. Louis Rams.
Yeah,
I think
have
the
to catch
Raiders
myself.
also might have used to be in the Raiders were not always in Oakland.
I think they. I think they.
You're right,
I think they started out and no, because they played at the Rose Bowl.
All right.
All right, we're gonna pull this up.
Oh, you're
you want to do it?
Here, you do one team, I'll do the other.
They played at the Rose Bowl. And
We should only have one person on the
I'll look
phone.
up the Raiders. You look up the Rams.
Why don't you look up both, and I'll talk to
Okay.
Paul Pipitone,
that's very.
and we'll jerk each other off or something. What?
All right, double hands.
Yeah, get some, have some fun in here. That's how we do it in the P Boiz. That's why they call it the P Boiz.
Dude, I keep
Whip out our peepees.
I keep looking at this city landscape and trying to pick out like which apartment I'd want to live in. And I tell you what, dude, that building right there looks so good. Like it looks like they're having a party.
This one right here, and
they're-
that does
yeah.
look. Yeah, it got some nice balconies. It looks like.
Yeah, it's a great. Like,
Yeah, it looks like a fun spot.
yeah.
All right, you guys
We're
ready?
gonna have to have to flip it around so
Whoa.
they can see it.
Okay, the Rams history is fun, but we'll start with the Raiders. So they started in Oakland,
Okay.
and then they moved to LA in '82, and then they moved back to Oakland in '95, and now 2020 they're Vegas.
Okay.
And then the Rams, they're actually a pretty old team. In '36 they were in Cleveland, and
Okay.
then
Really?
The Cleveland
46
Rams.
Yeah, they were in LA from 1946 to 1994. So yeah, they deserve to be back. That's like their home team or their home location. Then they were in St. Louis from '95 to 2015.
Okay. It's
Now back to L.A.
So yeah, they're definitely the LA Chargers or the LA Rams.
you know the Lakers used to be in Minnesota.
Yeah,
That's right. That's why they're the Lakers.
Yeah.
It's funny that they kept the name. They're the Oceaners now.
Well, yeah, you would think that when they moved, they would have changed their name. They're like, no, we're just gonna keep the Lakers.
That's right. Wasn't
Already have all these shirts.
the Ravens used to be
Cleveland.
Yeah, they were.
Was it-
I
was
think
it
they were in
Cleveland?
Ohio or something
So
like that.
it was
Right, the Browns moved to
NFL teams are.
Baltimore, became the Ravens, and then they started a new Browns.
There's like a team that was the St. Louis Cardinals that is a completely different team, or not St. the.
though those now are the Arizona
Yeah,
Cardinals.
I was thinking of the baseball team, but yeah, there was a football team called the St. Louis Cardinals, but that's never mind. Moving
Yeah.
on.
So with the Ravens, it was that
Okay.
that Art Modell sold the team, and it was literally like overnight. The team moved to Baltimore. They closed the facilities, moved to Baltimore, and the fan base in Cleveland was so pissed that they sued to be like, you can take our players, you can take everybody from the staff, but you can't take the name, you can't take the logos, and that's going to stay in Cleveland. And
It's so weird.
and I want to say they got rewarded within like 2 years with a new franchise.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Cleveland Browns became the Ravens. So wait, were the Browns just not a team for 2 seasons, or was it just a new Browns?
No, they didn't have a team until they could like reorganize that whole
Okay,
thing.
so yeah,
because
they
I
were
believe
just out of the league.
Because I believe it was like Art Modell wanted a new stadium deal, and that's why he
Yeah.
moved to Baltimore. And then obviously it's like, and if I want to build a new stadium, I obviously want your city to fund it.
Yeah, of course. Why would they want to pay with their own money?
Yeah, right. Like we should be able to do that in life, you know. Hey, I want to live in this house, but
You're
Yeah.
going to pay for it.
yeah, you're gonna pay for it, you know. And then I'll live there, and then after 20 years, when I decide I don't want to live there anymore, I'm going to move to another city that wants to build my house.
And I'm taking my football players with me.
Yep.
I wish. All right. Well, I do want to go to Roadhouse because it's a 3-year anniversary. I
it
didn't even know
Roadhouse
about that
time?
case
Yep,
was tested.
Okay, all right. Well, this has been a long, lengthy, in-depth football discussion. Thank y'all for checking in.
P Boiz.
Thank you for coming through, Mr. Paul
Hey, thank you,
Pipitone.
Mr. Yaari. Hey.
You can catch Paul every Monday night at New Way Bar in Ferndale.
Well, thanks, Lou.
Job loss.
Absolutely.
Matt.
Over and out.
I'm in a P&P.
Back in the P Boiz. We're here with the P Boiz. We're here with the P Boiz. We're here.